What is going on, Governor? It's Chisgule here, and we're back with more war action in Kingdom 51. If you like war videos, you should definitely like and subscribe, because that's a thing we've been doing a whole heck of a lot of, and we are a sponsored creator with Rise of Kingdoms. This video is going to be a combination of me at the time all this action was unfolding, commenting on what's happening, and also me now in the present, overlaying myself in front of past me, talking about what's happening in the times when I either wasn't all that interesting or didn't have something insightful to say. So enjoy this war video, and we'll see. Holy moly. All right. We just got off work. It looks like we're rallying the center fortress. We're rallying the center fortress of Marvel, and it's working, and we have forces nearby. I want to film this, and then I'm going to teleport to where I can have the biggest impact in the battle. Holy moly. This is crazy. This is crazy. And they don't have, well, they have Boudica garrisoning. I mean, it's not the right, whoever's there is not the right captain. There it is. There it is. We'll probably see a report in a moment. Wow, all it took was one flag and we could rally that. One single flag. That is pretty nuts. This is going to be nuts. Where else is there action? Where am I going? Where am I going? Is there stuff going on here? Oh, wow, this flag was destroyed. Okay. Okay. What about... Is this... This probably doesn't matter. There's not a flag there anymore. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What's going on here? Flag. Oh, new flag. Okay, okay. Do they need help? No. Whoa. Whoa, pass. They're going for the pass. Oh, boy. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, what now? Here? Whoa. Whoa. What's going on? I think I'm gonna force quit, reopen the game, see what these flags actually are, be right back. Whew, I just spent the last like 10 minutes in negotiations with different folks. Sounds like more folks are gonna back out of the war, and that is only upside for us. In the meantime, we've got a rally going in on their center fortress. I think they're just gonna dodge this. They should not take this rally by any stretch of the imagination. No, just dodge. I hope they do. I hope they do, and it just starts burning. Oh boy, there is a defender there. They are going to have serious casualties. Well, we'll probably see a report in a second. Honestly, we're in a weird situation right now where we don't have Alliance Gold. So we can't push anywhere else particularly heavily. I think the thing we need to do is actually, like, the way I might be able to most help the Alliance right now is to just farm gold, which is kind of insane. It looks like we might just swarm attack this objective. I don't know if that's going to go particularly well, but I think it might be the way. Yep, there it is, to get the progress. To get the progress. This is going to take a long time to burn. Let's see if we've got a report. Even if we did, we know the outcome. A lot of deaths for them. A lot of deaths for them. We'll be back as the action unfolds. Okay, here's the report on the fortress. Oh, man. That is savage. That is savage. What happened here? Jeez, those troop buffs. I mean, it's just not even. Wrong captain. Wrong captain. Here's what you're supposed to do, I think. So if the alliance leader is going offline, put a small number, like whoever's very powerful, right? If they're going offline, put a small number of troops into an objective like this, make them the captain. You don't need that many troops. right? And so what if everybody else would have dodged the rally and you had 1,000 troops in there and they all die? Fine. Like, you're the alpha, you don't care. But your commanders in the structure is going to be night and day, and this has obviously led to catastrophic outcomes for them, and like, we're going to rally again. They're going to do it again, we'll rally again. Oh my goodness, it looks like a resource center finished, and we had it surrounded, and so they're just picking off players that were in the resource center, potentially? Oh my. Looks like they weren't paying as close attention as they could have to chasing it down, because I think there were a lot of players surrounding that resource center. Wow. That's savage. That is savage. Yeah, well, no, we got 2 players chasing them down. I mean, this is so much damage. Okay. Well, I gotta get in the mix. I gotta get in the mix. I think the biggest thing I could do, though, is farm gold right now, honestly. It's just not that much gold. Where's the gold? No gold. No gold. Okay, that's getting farmed. Or, like, honestly, teleporting to where we have gold might just be the thing. There's no gold anywhere to farm. That, or I'm scanning too fast and not seeing it. It's being farmed. My alt is farming gold. Other people's alts are farming gold that are in the alliance that we have room for. Yeah. What's going on here? Wow. Our allies VYG doing work. This is not burning anymore. All right. We'll stop recording now. We'll come back when there's action. Oh man, looks like there's a rally going on a player city. I did not see that happening. I don't know that this is the right commander to be leading the rally, but he's going to cause a lot of havoc. Oof. The thing to do with an army that you're going to support with like that is to bring it behind the player's city so that it's not also getting hit by the AoE. I'm going to let him know to do that now. All right, well, I dropped the message in. Looks like the rally's getting reinforced. And I've got my city reinforced. I'm ready to teleport basically to wherever the action is, although I have to get on another work-related call in just a minute. That rally's reinforced. I scouted this city earlier. We know it's going to be a win. Let's see here. Report. Here it is. Good resources to be had. Good resources to be had. They may... they're probably not going to have deaths. We certainly will. They've got a proper garrison commander in place there. And complete. What is this? Alliance flag was attacked. Jeez. Jeez. What else? Wow. 100k dead. That's so savage. Let's see if we get a report from this. Hit real quick. We destroyed another flag. Wow. I don't even know where it was anymore. There's so much burning going on. What's going on here? Nothing we can do with that. Here's the report. Yeah, we had a lot dead. They have a lot severely wounded.
I think that's a good trade for them, but the thing that we're doing is taking his troops out of the fight. Unless he's got a ton of resources, which we just took. So, all right. We will see.
So in this particular clip, we are rallying the center fortress once again, and we managed to catch some troops in there when, it's not really properly reinforced. It looks like there must be like, I don't know if I'm guessing 500,000 troops maybe in that center fortress. You can see the armies of Marvel departing from the fortress because they're not really ready to defend it in this position. And the way I think you should defend a center fortress is that if you can't properly defend it at the time, dodge the rally, go back in, start to repair it, make the enemy have to swarm the darn thing, or just let it burn for a while, honestly, until you can actually get enough people online to do one crucial, critical defense and then hold the fortress. That's not really what we're seeing happen here. I do like the play here where they go back in and prevent it from burning, but look at this. Like, we've got 68,000 dead. They've got 368,000 dead, just about, which is really, really savage. We get a look here at the commanders. We've got an expertise to Ulji Mundak and Charles Martel at 1524, which, like, oh no, first skill at 1. Just don't even use that Charles. That Charles is not usable. At this point, our allies in VYG started also rallying a couple cities, it looks like. I caught the tail end of this rally taking place, and the pressure's really on. We spent all war on defense, which gave us a huge, huge advantage, and now we get to go on offense. Now, this is the alliance TMI, which ultimately merged with Marvel, and this is, you can't see the difference really here between Mammy and Mammal. I don't know why they have an L instead of a I, but whatever. I guess it's supposed to look the same, just about. So anyways, this is Mammal, but maybe you pronounce it Mammy. And this player, Babbles, is a T5 player. And they're doing something very smart here, which is they're basically, one at a time, sniping the players that are surrounding this fortress, because the players are really AFK. Like, they're at the fortress, but they park their troops and they're not really watching. And so she can attack them one at a time, and if they're not paying attention to either their alliance chat or what's going on, she's going to get massive positive trades attacking those guys. Now here you see I consider teleporting over to try to help, but I've got a troop that's like really far away, and so I go back to watching kind of what's happening here. I must have sent my troop to gather a rune to either power out some more troops, or maybe it was a attack rune. I don't know. I don't know where I'm marching to a rune. It looks like I might have a rune already, and it might be a march speed rune in my buffs. And march speed is an amazing rune to have in war. Like, it's really quite incredible. Anyways, you can see here that Babbles is just doing work on these guys, and T5 is going to do work on T4 or less. Savage. Really savage work. You'll see in some of my footage, I can barely attack T5 and get a positive trade at all. And this situation has to favor me profoundly for that to be the case. So that footage will be, I think, primarily in the next video. I also have some footage of me dueling against a T5, which we'll include at some point from this war series. That was pretty nuts. But I thought it was important to call out this fortress burning strategy and kind of what can go wrong here, which is that you can't actually park your troops like this and go AFK because it's free kills to someone of a higher tier of troop. Let's just look at this. Defeat after defeat, these armies getting sent back. I don't think I watch all of this happen, but what is kind of weird here is that, like, Babbles could have put an army into the center fortress and stopped the burning, but I guess she sort of doesn't care, and she doesn't need to care, really. Like, it's not gonna, if she wants to prevent it from burning, she can. That said, I don't know. Like, I feel like she really should have put an army or two in there and just said, okay, no more burning. At this point in the war, I don't actually know how many marches of troops she has. I think, well, let's see. What's she at currently? That's the thing I can check. So she's currently at only 57 million power. So she's probably down to like 700,000 T5s. So she's probably like very much in the loss aversion mindset here, trying to prevent troop losses at basically all costs. She does not want to have her T5s die. And this is kind of an interesting thing about being a T5 player, is that on the one hand, you really want to involve yourself in all the rallies. On the other hand, like if your troop counts get low, you're in trouble.
Oh my goodness, it's been really crazy. It looks like this guy's suiciding into me, which makes me really sad. I'm not going to let him do it. I'm not going to let him do it. And the way I'm going to have to prevent that is by attacking him. I'm not going to let him suicide his troops. Even though that will cost me more resources, I don't care. I do not care. We'll meet him in the open field, and I suppose I'd better start that now. We'll start with infantry. They're slow. We'll bring this army. I don't know. Whatever. Fine. And new troops. The Cavs. I'm not going to let him suicide on my city. It's not okay. I really don't want players to quit. It's so awkward. Sigh. Hopefully his hospital's not full, and it is. Ugh. All right, well, that's a bummer. Jeez. He's just quitting. All right. More coming. Wow. I've got to be working today, so this is pretty tricky. But it looks like the tail end of this war came down to just exhaustion. I don't know. It's hard for me to say what happened to the folks in MARV. Wow. So that's the level 3 pass. VYG had accumulated those resources, and they're just clearing the stuff out. Looks like we'll get that 3 flag barrier after all. This is looking like it's a pretty good spot. This is going to take a while to burn. Probably 8 hours. Well, actually, maybe 8 hours. I mean, I don't know. 6 hours. It's going to take a long time. Anytime, their alphas could log in and really wreck stuff, so who knows? Who knows? But we've cleared out at least a dozen of their flags. If the fortress dies, all these flags go away, and we enter into an interesting state of peace where we'll have a lot of land in this zone, and I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. We will see, I suppose. All right. We'll be back with more updates. Okay, now it's getting spicy by this fort that we're burning. Bujan and Punisher showing up to the party. Time to recall our troops that we're farming, because we're going to have to get in the mix. And cool, crash. And we can see, just like that, the T5s show up, and all of a sudden, the calculus completely changes in this skirmish. We've got a couple players trying to retreat here, and they're really, at this point, kind of caught out of position. I think they need to just turn and fight, and that is because, like, at this point, they're running, but there's no way they're going to make it back to their city with any reasonable number of troops, and I feel like
they're not getting any skill attacks, so they may as well like stand their ground, do the best they can. I suppose by running, they're pulling the T5s away from everybody else, but like just like you saw earlier, where folks were asleep at the wheel, now it's our turn to be kind of the asleep at the wheel invaders. And I will say, like, you're gonna sit there and watch your character outside a fort for 8 hours? Probably not. Probably not. So it's a very understandable that like folks are contributing their troops, I guess, to make it look like we have a presence and to kind of cover the ground so that folks can't teleport in as easily. But it ends up costing them a ton of resources in healing, which is kind of a bummer. And like some of these players, I mean, they're just so completely caught out of position, and there's nothing we can do about it. But what will we do about it? I guess you'll have to wait and see in the next war video, because there's so much more coming, and the exciting bits are on their way, my friends. You should definitely like and subscribe if you enjoyed this war video, and we've got really so much more coming. And this is all footage in like a 4 or 5 day window that we're still refining and editing. It's really quite incredible. Anyways, my friends, like and subscribe, and until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.